You are voting for someone who supports Donald Trump, and you're anti-woman, you're anti-abortion, and basically you're anti-American.
Here we go again, ladies and gentlemen. They get to call us anything, and mainstream media won't say anything about what they're calling us. How are you guys doing? Welcome to the channel. I am Ty Smith. You're watching my channel, Modern Renaissance Man. I appreciate you guys taking time out of your day to view my content. Make sure that if you're following me on YouTube, that you're also following me on all the platforms you see above and below. Don't worry about the spelling up there with Rumble. It's supposed to be looking like that. Thank you very much. Don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, if you are following me, make sure that that thumbs up button is clicked. It has nothing to do with you liking this video. It has everything to do with your telling YouTube you want my videos to be consistently recommended to you. That's literally what the like button means. I don't know why that's what it means. So anyway, besides that, if you are subscribed to the channel, make sure that you have that bell notification turned on. That way, when I do post a video, you will be notified. All right, have to get into this, ladies and gentlemen, because the latest person to call us Americans was President Joe Biden when he said Trump supporters are garbage. How much more, and the mainstream media has nothing to say about it. The View with those heinous witches, they don't have anything to say about it. They tried to cover for President Biden when he made that statement saying that Trump supporters are garbage. Oh, that's not what he meant. He was meaning this. He didn't mean that. When he said guard, no, y'all tried to cover for him, and he clearly said that nobody's buying the bull crap. We're not buying the bull crap. Anyway, you got this person from New York, Miss Hochul. She comes out and she makes a comment about us. We've been called Nazis. We've been called garbage. In the past, Hillary Clinton called us deplorables. President Biden told black people that if they do not know if they are for Trump, they ain't black. Check this out.
If you're voting for these Republicans in New York, you are voting for someone who supports Donald Trump, and you're anti-woman, you're anti-abortion, and basically you're anti-American because you have just trashed American values and what our country is all about over and over and over.
All right, so you guys all heard what Hochul just said, right? Now, it's interesting to me, though. It's very interesting that I think that you need to catch. Very interesting. Check this part out before I talk about it.
What's more American than voting for the candidate you feel best represents you? Another with, not that long ago, politicians slung mud at each other. Today, they seem to be slinging the mud directly at the voters. And one more here. I don't know the Democratic Party anymore. They're all unhinged. I have never voted Republican in my life, but I did this year. The New York Post cover with some signature wordplay, Gov and hate. Oh, wow. Well, first of all, just the idea of being anti-American. Governor Hochul, what is she thinking? There are many members of our armed services who vote all sorts of ways. You're one of them. No one can ever look at you and say you're anti-American because for whom you vote. But you don't call people in a voting process, especially as the governor of the state of New York, un-American, anti, not even anti. Like you're not just not an American. You hate America. You're anti-America. Why even say that?
I'm not apologizing for that, Governor Wright, but
unbelievable, right? Should we expect, I guess, more from them, the way that they actually come at us, the way that they talk? Anti-American. Anti-American. How in the world can you say that Trump supporters are anti-American when they are supporting a man who is deliberately telling you, I'm going to put you Americans first? You Americans. Let me ask you a question. Were you born in America? Black people, were you born in America? White people that are listening, were you born in America? Asian people that are here, were you born in America? Africans who were born in here, were you born in America? Anybody, Latino, Mexicans, Haitians, Jamaicans, Cubans, Puerto Ricans. If you are of a family that migrated here legally and you were born here, you are an American citizen. And if somebody's saying they are putting America first, that includes you. It includes you. So if you want to talk about somebody that's anti-American, all you have to do is take the last administration, the Trump administration, and those policies, compare them to this administration and their policies. Based off of the ramifications of both of those policies, you tell me which one seems to be un-American or anti-American. Yeah. Anyway, folks, I just wanted to piece that all together and show you guys this because it just goes to show you that I told y'all. I said the closer it got to this election, the more things were going to pick up, the more rhetoric it was going to come out.
They said that they've started going after the voters. I've never thought that was a good idea in a campaign. The voters always get the last say.
Well, look, Hitler is not a way to unite people. And I used to live in the state of Minnesota, so I know their politics at least okay. I don't live there any longer, but I watch. The governor of Minnesota, Tim Walz, called Republican supporters of Trump Hitler for going to his rally at Madison Square Garden. He called them Nazis, rather. I mean, how do you even do that? How does that help your candidate? How does that help to unify the country?
Yeah, listen, and I think, listen, J.D. Vance referred to Donald Trump not as his running mate, as him too.
Well, what about the snark that your party, through your VP candidate, has hurled now at the LGBT community? I mean, oh, so-and-so is this or so-and-so is that. I mean, I know it's late stages and maybe they are deficit on sleep, but that doesn't represent you.
And that's not an excuse. That doesn't represent me and most Americans. And I will say that's why people want to turn the page. They are tired of the division. They're tired of the campaign ads.
Your side is driving it.
Guilt shaming people into trying to vote a particular way. The more fear tactics, scare tactics. Oh, y'all better do this. This is what's about to happen. We're getting y'all. This is what's about to happen. You know what? At this point, I think people already made up their minds. We're just going through this just to show you some of the tactics that people do in regards to election. It's not just the presidential election. It happens in your local municipality elections as well. You know, people do things like this. They turn up the heat. They scare you. Oh, you better, or this is gonna you. I'm telling y'all, you. This is what they do, ladies and gentlemen. But I tell you what, I wonder what type of issues and trouble this is going to land her in by making such statements like that. To say that anybody, well, look, if you don't know if you're for me or Trump, you ain't black. Trump supporters are garbage. Now Trump supporters are anti-American? Wow. But you know what? Are we surprised that they would stoop that low and say and do such things? You tell me. Anyway, let me know what you guys all think about this whole ordeal by leaving it in the comments below after this video. Do not forget to do what you see in that cloud right there. Please, please, please. And I know I keep on asking you guys, but I really would like you to get into your cell phones. If there's somebody in your contact list that will benefit from watching this channel, tell them about the channel. Encourage them to subscribe to the channel because you guys, we just hit 443,000 today through your help, through your hard work. Let's continue to do that, all right? The next video that I would do in chronological order is going to be up here. Things that I do as a variety on this channel will be right here. I am Ty Smith, Modern Renaissance Man, hoping and praying that every last one of you had food, shelter, and clothing. And most of all, I pray every last one of you guys are in great health, mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually. God bless you all through Jesus.